Welcome back to the Spicy Vegetarian. I'm Adarata, and today we're going to be talking about transitioning to vegetarianism. Welcome back to the Spicy Vegetarian. I'm Adarata. Today we're going to be talking about how to become a vegetarian, what tips and tricks and things that I'd recommend when you're starting out or even coming back to a meat-free diet. For me, it's been a bit of a journey, 3+ years being vegetarian, and there are some things that I want to share with you in this video that I wish I knew a little bit more about that would have helped me kind of transition a little bit better or feel kind of more confident in this lifestyle change. I'm not a professional, I'm just giving you what I would recommend, what I think would have been helpful for me when I first started to cut down my meat intake. That first step is to really talk to someone that knows what they're doing in terms of body and health and lifestyle, a nutritionist, your doctor, GP, whatever it is. Seek out that help from these professionals and just the straight facts in terms of your body and your current lifestyle and how you can make that transition as healthy and as safe as possible as well for you. The last thing that you want is to end up in hospital because you've got low iron or fainting and all of that kind of stuff, when you could have actually kind of helped prevent some health issues by actually talking to a professional, someone that knows what they're doing when it comes to diet and all of that kind of stuff. There's no rush, especially with something like your diet and vegetarianism itself. It's a massive lifestyle change. It's not just something that can happen just like that. Like, even for myself, I started off by cutting out red meat years and years ago, making those small changes to your habits as well, those things that you do every single day or every week, noticing those little behaviors and making those little bit of changes where you can substitute in something that isn't meat, bigger portion of salad, meat-free Fridays or meat-free Mondays. If you are really into your meat, it can help a lot if you just do it slowly. My neighbor's staring at me. This is a stare down, and I'm gonna win.
A few moments later.
See, this is why I keep my blinds closed. Like, I'm not trying to have some weird ass person staring at me. Anyway. You don't want to be out there not knowing the facts in terms of what works for you and what doesn't, and just doing your research on all things about this diet and different products that you can substitute, and making things easy for yourself and cheap as well, because vegetarianism and veganism is such like this fad and this massive trend that lots of people are capitalizing on it, and companies and things, and making products that aren't really necessary for your diet or things that aren't really going to make much of a difference. So make sure you do your research and know what's going to work for you, work for your budget, for where you live in the world, if it is even kind of not possible, but just making sure that you're creating a lifestyle that really suits you as an individual or your family as well. If there's a group of you that do want to kind of like make these changes together, is just being prepared and ready for anything. What do your people eat? Your people. For me, like traditionally, ethnically, I'm Burundian African, and I had a look and a reflection on what we eat every day, like what my mum was cooking at home when I started to cut out meat in my diet, was that even though there was an emphasis on meat and barbecues and all of that we had rice and beans and silver beet and cabbage and things that my mum would cook that were like delicious and were really, really healthy and completely meat free, even like vegan. So that made things easier. So I would just eat what she would make that didn't have meat in it. And even when she did try to make a fuss about it, I'd be like, hey, like, nah, like, it's all good. There's rice and beans at home. Like, I'll eat it. It's fine. I'm not gonna complain. What you're doing, where you're at on your journey, and hopefully they support you and jump on board with your lifestyle changes and help like accommodate that. If it is hard for you to set boundaries and find a connection with your family in a way that shows that they support you and that they're encouraging of you to make this lifestyle change, there are other ways for you to find community and connections with people that are vegetarian or maybe going through the same things as you, ways to learn more about your new lifestyle change, recipes, tips and tricks from other people. So you can find these people in real life, online, just building in, you know, in those little closed Facebook groups or meetup pages and all of that kind of stuff. There are people out there that definitely are going through similar things as you, so it's just a matter of trying to seek them out and building a bit of confidence as well to kind of get into those spaces. A great way to look at it is just the fact that you are moving out of your comfort zone to try this new lifestyle change, so why not go a little bit step further and connect with people that are also doing the same thing. What is your motivation, inspiration to making this lifestyle change? Having an answer to that is always a great way to help with your attitude and your mindset about what you're doing, especially if you do kind of run into a wall. And also knowing your reason and your motivation and inspiration can also help you not to be too hard on yourself, like knowing, hey, look, I've come so far to get to where I am, like this is amazing, and you know, it is just step by step, it is day by day, and eventually you'll get to where you want to be, what your goal is. I'd also recommend not having too many expectations or not having super high expectations. It's not easy changing something that's such a massive part of your life, like your diet, what you eat every day, like that kind of consumes most of your day if you're like me and you love your food. So just being easy on yourself, and going back to that other step that I mentioned is taking it slow. Like it's, you know, it's day by day, it's meal by meal even, if you want to put it that way. Just knowing in yourself why you're doing it, the reasoning behind it, and standing strong in that is super important. So that's it from me. Those are my 6 tips and tricks and things that I'd recommend when you're looking at becoming a vegetarian, or maybe even coming back to the vegetarian lifestyle. Maybe you've gone off track a little bit but want to come back to a meat-free world. If you do have any extra tips and tricks that I didn't talk about, feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say and share, and if you do have any recommendations on topics and things that I should talk about, let me know as well. Thanks for watching.